can see those black clouds rolling in, feel the fear creeping into my heart again. Sometimes life's like a ruthless fight you can never win.
I'm a military veteran, served the United States Army actively for 32 years, 6 months, 8 days.
In the Army in 30 years.
Medically discharged from the military for PTSD.
Hi, my name is Tim Sivany. I work as a firefighter paramedic for the city of Biddeford in Biddeford, Maine.
I work for Biddeford Fire Department also for 30 years.
I'm Trina Dice, and I'm with United One Front, and we provide direct care to those who are caregivers of human trafficking victims.
With all the different sessions that I've been attending for pain management, for PTSD, that's probably the best. That one session of 2 hours was probably the best session I had in any military medical care, in addition to any care that I had outside of the military medical network.
After the very first session, I was like, what in the world is this? This is amazing. I still can't tell you what happened. All I know is my body reacted.
I could feel that I was kind of opening up. I felt like I was standing taller, thinking a little straighter.
I think it should be done in the morning when we go to work. We have our morning meetings, we have our briefings. I mean, this is something that we can incorporate 10 minutes into every single shift, every day, to, just doing the basics of the core stuff that we were working on in the morning.
After 2 days of this conference, I am able to, at this point, walk without a lot of pain. Different body positions, challenging for me because of my back. I was able to lay on my stomach for the first time in 15 years without pain, which before I couldn't even come close to doing that.
What we do, the training we receive and what we bring, we thought, oh, this is huge. It's Mount Everest. We're able to bring this and answer and put words to things that people are experiencing.
It took me a while. It took about 10 or 15 minutes as I was moving into lunch, and I'm like, I'm kind of feeling it now. Like this euphoria, like the yes. You just are. I mean, your brainstem, like Tony said, it's like, and like I found my joy.
Today I've been headache-free, which is huge for me. I have been less anxious, although you can't tell now. I've been pain-free.
The biggest part of it is when you're hurt, when you're injured, and you're down in the dumps, and you're just like, the shit just sucks, and you just want to check out. To find something like this to make you feel like, you know what? No, that's not right. You can be okay. You will be okay. It's really, really neat to feel that.
So to see him feel better in many ways, physically, emotionally, cognitively, it's just been such a gift for me to see that. Because I knew it was in him. It was a matter of how do you get this out?
Dan, if you're a veteran, don't sell yourself short, don't hold it. Good. The garbage inside. There's other words that I don't be using as I talk. Get some help, and this seems to be the most effective that I've been through. I've done cognitive stuff, and it's not worth its name.
I've been in therapy for years, and I've never done that. But and that was the first hour. The first hour.
The sun will rise, the sun will rise, it'll be alright.
These techniques that were containing this information about reflexes for children evacuated from Chernobyl catastrophe. I was going to teach psychologists, teachers, and also working with families with children that were evacuated. Armenia earthquake, when thousands of people were swallowed by the earth. Baku War, so it's most cruel conflict that happened in Russia. Went to the Urals, where the Trailway catastrophe had happened, and it was the biggest catastrophe to that year. close to a radioatomic explosion, and 2 trains. One train was completely full of gifted children from 2-year-old age to 19-year-old age. Big catastrophe. 9 cars melted. So you can imagine how it was huge, extreme. Some children are medicated because of pain. They do not move, they are dying. So first days, every 6th child were dying in the hands of medical staff. So this was like the time where and when I strengthened professionally. When you look at children, no limbs, they're broken or absent already, some parts of the limbs, burnt, even the bones. They have no ears, or nose is not there. And the biggest question for me was, like, I'm a psychologist, what can I do under this condition? I'm not trained for anything like that. So just like I'm throwing away all my knowledge, and so like you go with feeling. There's only one question, whether you find something to help this child, whether this child will die. And some of them were dying just because they were in shock.
I can see those black clouds rolling in, feel the fear creeping into my heart again. Sometimes life's like a ruthless fight you can never win. I can't listen to the doubt dragging around my soul, down every dead end.
There was a river going down my street, and the water was heading toward my house. So I slammed the door, told my son we had to leave immediately. But I did lose some things. And it's not about the things, it's just that that's my home.
December 14th, 2012 started like a normal day. I'm a single mom with 2 boys, and we got up that morning and got ready for school and noticed that he had written a little message on my car, "I love you," and sent him with his dad, and that was the last time I saw him. Shortly after I got to work, I had some coworkers that came up to me and said, there's been a shooting in Newtown. And your mind is slowly coming to this conclusion that he's not coming back. And come to find out, the rest of the world knew before we did. Some older man came up and bent down and said, "Your son's dead." That was the day at the firehouse that we still talk about to this day, the other victims' parents and I, about being really so traumatic. So traumatic. Losing your child is traumatic. The day at the firehouse was traumatic. It's all very traumatic.
This is my first time coming here. It was amazing.
It's been quite a journey. It's been a very interesting journey of healing and hope, literally.
More than just, it was more of a spiritual, really good connection.
And I could feel the responses to trauma that my body had, and the fact that they could work through these reflex patterns and stimulate areas in the brain and help it heal. It just made sense.
Because it's an outlet. It really is uplifting. It really helped a lot today. I really needed it.
I remember the first day I came home and I slept through the night. That was huge. I just had this sense of peace.
You have that passion, you have that love for the game. And that game is for healing. Healing failing human beings without regard to gender, ethnicity, nationality. And that's the passion that you have. And that says a lot about you. That you care about improving the wellness and the fitness and the overall well-being of a fellow human being. And you couldn't ask for nothing else more than that.